is the Big O Show. This 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 is
When presenting an award to an employee, athlete, executive, or fantasy GM, make sure you call Orvieto's Awards and More. For 35 years, these custom award specialists have been providing plaques, trophies, custom framing, while providing state-of-the-art laser and computerized engraving, UV printing, and glass crystal etching. They do all their engraving and printing in-house for quality control. Call Charles at 305-949-8098 or visit them at orvietosawards.com. Orvieto's Awards and More, where recognition is rewarding.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Miles an hour, that's a Category 4 hurricane. 3 deaths are reported in Florida after more than 24 were killed in the Caribbean. This
For over 16 years, EJDConstruction.com has provided South Florida residents quality craftsmanship, accurate project management, and exceptional service. That's why EJDConstruction.com is an A-rated member of Angie's List and the Better Business Bureau. When you're looking for the right custom home builder for additions or home remodeling, please call my friend Eric at 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDConstruction.com.
The lost city of Atlantis reveals its secrets at Toyota of Hollywood. Get legendary deals on over 2,000 Toyotas, like a 2024 Corolla. Not 24,000, 20,988. Unlock the wonders of 0% financing for 5 full years, 0 down. Rediscover Atlantis at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street. Open till mid.
I think I know what this is. Houston, We have a package. Hello?
No matter where you are, the Sloman Shield home security system guards your home. With next-gen perimeter protection, 24/7 monitoring, and interior motion sensing. And right now, get a free Sloman Shield security system and doorbell camera, all professionally installed, for free.
Shield your world, the Sloman Shield.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans.
Welton Rayom has more than 62 years of litigation experience handling insurance disputes. They're committed to resolving even the toughest insurance claims quickly. Call them for a free consultation. 954-966-4646. At Welton Rayom, they don't get paid unless you win. Property damage claims to your home, business, or condo as a result of a hurricane. Welton Rayom can help. Water, mold, fire, smoke damage, Welton Rayom can help. Call 954-966-4646. After 40 years, the Big Cheese Miami is still producing great Italian food. They started in 1984. Since then, they've been winning awards while being voted the best inexpensive Italian restaurant in Miami. Visit them for great food, amazing service. Witness the decades of Cane's memories. The walls are like a Miami Hurricanes Hall of Fame. The Big Cheese delivers anything on its menu or party platter menu to your home, office, or even a park for a picnic. Located at 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue, Miami. Call 305-662-6855. TheBigCheeseMiami.com, where they serve large portions at family prices.
There's just one place to celebrate our happy new model year. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Plus last chance savings on a 2024 RDX. $379 a month at Acura of Pembroke Pines.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
If you're looking to take your home or business to the next level, then RM Contractors and Custom Drywall can assist you. RM specializes in new residential turnkey, new commercial turnkey, home and office remodeling. Call them for free estimates. Serving all of South Florida, licensed and insured. Call Ray or Mike, 305-345-3649. You work hard to create the perfect atmosphere. You dream it, we'll build it. RM Contractors and Custom Drywall, 305-345-3649. Or Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
The Crypto Bro Show is solely for entertainment purposes. Orlando Alzagari and his guests are not financial advisors or investments consultants. If you ever plan to invest, make sure you do your homework. Talk to a professional and understand investing is very risky and volatile. Good luck in any of your investments and only invest what you're willing to lose.
Let's step into the world of cryptocurrency with a guy that loves to talk crypto in the world of blockchain technology.
It's time to talk crypto with my bro, the Big O, so turn it up and listen, dude.
It's the Crypto Bro Show with Orlando Alzugari.
I'm sorry. We got it now? There we go. There we go. There we go. Thank you. 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 All right. Anyway, my bad. I told you. I was saying that I'm without Sean, so I kind of have to do things on my own here a little bit. No producer today. He's off, man. He's enjoying the weekend. I'm the nutbag. We do have the sound, right? We're all good. Give me the thumbs up that we've got the sound. We've got the sound. We good. We good. We good. Just make sure before I start talking, So I want to make sure. Give me something on the chat board here that we got the thumbs up. Because we got, yes. Okay, good. All right, just in case, because I am solo. So, I got to work everything myself. It's not that easy, actually. But anyway, so we got a bunch of things going on. And, we've been, this is the 9th episode of the Crypto Bro Show. And a lot of you guys have been asking me, hey, when are you going to bring the Crypto Bro Show back? And because I talk crypto on my show normally, right? And so now what we've done is we've created a show inside the show where we'll do a crypto show segment. Okay. Now, as this thing moves along and hopefully it picks up and all that, then, we'll do it on its own. But like today on a Saturday, this will be a crypto show, period. There will be no other discussions here. It'll be everything that affects crypto and, the finance market and money and all that kind of stuff. That's everything that affects money is what we're going to talk about here. So if you're tuning in for any kind of sports, I know that that's what I've done for 34 years. I get it, but that's not what this show is all about. So, just read above. And it's another one of my passions, by the way. So this is why this is dedicated to that. So don't expect me to talk about anything else going on in the world of sports, just in case. All right. Anyway, Saturday, October 12th, episode number 9 of the Crypto Bro Show. And we should start off talking about what's going on in Bitcoin, because the good thing is that right now the price is at a nice pump right now. It's over 63,000. It hit over 63 yesterday and then went down into the 62s. And so a lot of us, and by the way, I got to thank all of you out there with soft hands, because I think those of us, and I'm going to show you the fear and greed index in a couple of minutes, but those of us that are investors and we're looking at this in the long term, over a 5, 10, 15, 20-year period, that we're looking to build, wealth for our families. You know what I mean? We're the ones that are laughing all the way to our cold storage wallets, because the people with soft hands, with lettuce hands, whatever you want to call them, they are the ones that are selling. The people that own Bitcoin less than 155 days. The people that are buying it up are the whales. Not that I'm a whale. I'm a little guppy, but guppies like me and whales, the people that understand what's going on, that this is the boss. Okay? Those people understand that there's only one direction this thing is going in. And I'm going to show you endless amounts of examples and proof today on the show, like I do every show pretty much. And this is why I did not want to do it during the middle of the bear market, because it's so depressing. Not for me. For me, that's what I'm trying to tell you, that for me, this has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed the hell out of this. If you want to go back down to 59, then go ahead, baby. I'll do it and I'll buy again. I don't care. I know it's going to surpass 73 by miles and miles and miles, and it's going to 10x 73. So why am I even worried about that? You know what I mean? And so I just, first of all, want to thank you all out there with lettuce hands, because you allow the rest of us to accumulate more, and you allow the rich people, the most powerful people, those people are way smarter and richer than I ever will be, because I'm not rich or smart, neither one. But I'm smart enough to see, okay, that's what they're doing, then that's what I'm going to do too, at the same time. And that's where I want you to look at, and we'll be talking about Michael Saylor. I mean, Is there a show you don't end up talking about Michael Saylor? Probably not, but the movement has been fine so far for Bitcoin right now. We've got at least a good response right now from the bounce from 59, and hopefully we can take it, even farther. You look at the 7-day period, and when you had your peak over here at 63.8, and now you found your bottom over here at 50, what was it? About 58.9, 59, right around there. And now you're bouncing right back to 63. So it tells you that the people that don't have patience and sold, it bottomed out there. And then the people that have patience bought. That's what's going on. And they're watching it because they see everything else going on. Okay. Feds are lowering rates. They're not going to lower them at a fast pace. I don't think there's going to be a half a point because the job market is still strong. Inflation is still going down as much as it was manipulated or whatever, but it's going down, and that's the way they want to set it up, whatever. China is, and we're going to get into that, juicing the market. FTX is about to give back billions of dollars to their customers with 19% interest. You've got global liquidity all over. I've showed you in earlier episodes, about 2 episodes ago or 3, the M2 money market supply, how the M2 money supply is just going up, and the correlations of it with Bitcoin. If not, go to a prior episode. I think it's like 2 or 3 episodes back. And you should watch the old episode. I mean, we're only up to number 9, so you can, and these are short shows. They're not long shows. It's good if you're new. It allows you to piece it all together and become a smarter crypto or Bitcoin investor and understand, because there's a lot of you out there. I have a lot of friends that they're interested, but they know nothing about it. And that's what we're trying to do here, is educate you on what's really going on with our money, with crypto, with Bitcoin, and everything else going on in financial markets. And so you've got all of this going on. And this is just, and investors, by the way, are now, going to get into the market, and they've had trillions of dollars on the side waiting to throw in there. Okay. And they're waiting for what? The feds. And now that the feds are going to juice the economy, investors will then take advantage. That's what investors do. Okay. And this is why, we have this show to kind of explain what investors are doing. Maybe you're not one, you're more of a gambler, or you're not even a gambler or an investor, because there's such the people that are selling Bitcoin and held it for less than 155 days. They're not investors. They're gamblers. They wanted the quick fix. And that's just not the way it goes. You know what I mean? You got to hold, you wait, and you take advantage. If you held for the last 2 years, you took advantage when it was down at 16,000 and at 18,000 and at 20 and 25, and you're making out like a bandit. And so you wait when you buy it at 50 and 55 and 60, and you wait a couple of years and it's at 85 and 90 and 95 and 100, 150. That's kind of the way it is. And if you buy it at 90 and 95 and you wait a couple of years, it'll be at 150 and 175 and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So it's just really a matter of patience is what you have to have, and an understanding, because once you understand what's going on, then that's going to obviously change, the dynamics of everything, and you'll be in a different place, overall. I see we got folks on Instagram also. Thank you all out there on Instagram for watching. Appreciate you all out there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget, R&M Contractors is a proud sponsor of our program, and you can call Ray or Mike and reach out to them at 305-345-3649. Complete remodel, kitchen upgrades, waterproofing, your terrace, your balcony. Very important nowadays. Very important to find out where you're at, waterproofing and everything for your balcony because of these heavy rains at times. Bathroom upgrades, floor restoration, drywall, level 5 finish. Call Ray or Mike, 305-345-3649. And tell them that Big O sent you. And I promise you that they will take care of you. All right. Let's get into some of the stuff going on in the world of crypto. Let's start off. Let's start off with Michael Saylor. And by the way, if you have any questions on anything, okay, send them in there on the chat board. You can also make a donation, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That's Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo. You can always make a Bitcoin or Ethereum donation there, which, we always appreciate that. Michael Saylor, who has proven to be, I don't know, the boss of Bitcoin, the guy that everybody looks at and says, yeah, this guy's got something going on here. And so MicroStrategy, his company, is positioning itself to become a leading player in the Bitcoin banking sector. Now, Saylor has outlined the company's endgame, which involves borrowing capital at low rates, offering slightly higher returns to lenders, and investing the proceeds back into Bitcoin. And remember how I tell you in prior episodes how Metaplanet in Japan is doing the same thing, right? And I've explained this on my show over the years, that with Bitcoin, not at the moment, unless you're a whale, that you can buy a lot because you already have a lot of money and you're going to really multiply your money into just a sick amount of money. God bless you if you're able to do that. But those of you that are still going to be able to acquire Bitcoin, and if you get to a Bitcoin or 2 or 3, I mean, God bless you if you're able to get to that. But when it starts to grow into the hundreds of thousands, into the million, and you own 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, you're going to become your own bank, right? I explained this several times over the years. I told you guys banks would start shutting down. I told you this nearly 5 years ago, 4 years ago. And sure enough, it's been happening, because we're going to get down to like 5, 6 banks. We're not going to have all those banks that we've had in the past. We already have less. A lot of the small and mid banks are going to go by the wayside because of, decentralized financing, because of the blockchain. Because once you understand what crypto, what Bitcoin is, then you will then use it to your advantage. Those of you that can, and those of you that amass a certain amount of Bitcoin, maybe Ethereum and even Solana, you're going to become your own banks. You're going to be able to lend out money because you own money. You own capital, and it's the best real estate to own. See, if you own a property in Florida, okay, so I buy a Bitcoin and it grows to $500,000, $1 million in my cold storage wallet. Am I paying any service fees? No. Am I paying any management fees? No. Am I paying any construction fees? No. Am I paying any insurance? No. Am I paying any taxes? No, not unless I sell. So you have the best property in the world and you don't have to pay to maintain it? Shit, I have to pay taxes on my condo and my house. Damn, I have to pay insurance on my house, on my condo. Holy shit, I got to pay flood insurance on my house. Wow, the upkeep is a lot more here, right? Property value goes up, but there's a cost to it. And you got to upgrade your house, and you got to upgrade your roof, and you got to do all kinds of shit, right? It costs money to maintain the value of your home, a lot of money. It won't cost you anything to watch the value of your Bitcoin explode. One of the best ideas I heard for millennials and for Gen Zers, don't buy a house. Are you kidding me? That's stupid. Buy a Bitcoin. You're a young couple, rent your little apartment, save all your money, buy your Bitcoin, and let that grow into a home or two. You're patient, wait 10 years, that thing's going to be well over $1 million. You'll be able to buy your home. That's what you're better off doing. And in the process, you're not losing all that money in property taxes. You're not losing all that money in insurance. I've been in my home for 20 years. Do you know how much money I've paid in insurance? Here's another idea for you. Okay? Those of you that have a little flexibility, you want to save yourself money? Do you know how many Bitcoins I could have bought over the last 20 years? Homeowners, buy a Bitcoin, never pay for home insurance again. Just save your Bitcoin, hold on to it, grows like crazy. It'll pay for any damage that happens to your home, and you're not paying any insurance. So you're better off, instead of paying the money to the insurance company, buy a Bitcoin. Grows to $1 million. What do you have? $50,000, $100,000 damage in your home? All right, take it off the Bitcoin. That's my insurance policy. $60,000. You'll pay that in insurance in a few years. In a few years. It's crazy shit, man. It's crazy shit. It really is. So it's impressive what Michael Saylor and Michael Strategy are doing. It's just absolutely freaking awesome. You know. Wow. Ray Martinez, thank you, sir, for the Bitcoin. Yesterday, the Bitcoin donation. Today, the Bitcoin donation. Let's go. Crypto Bro Show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Ray and Mike, of course, R&M Contractors and Custom Drywall, proud sponsors of our channel, of this show. And he's a big Bitcoin bull also himself. So there you go. Thank you, Ray. As always, appreciate you immensely. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you are amazing. You are the Michael Saylor of the program, is what you are, sir. Thank you. China. So China now is getting in the game because China is about to inject into the economy in a big time way. And they are about to issue 2.3 trillion yuan, okay, into their special bonds to boost the stalling economy. China's got all kinds of issues, dude. Okay, their problems run like super deep. They've got real estate issues. They've got financial issues. Their dollar is just going to absolute crap. As I've told you, all dollars are pretty much going, by the wayside. All dollars are pretty much going by the wayside. It doesn't matter what it is. It's not just the U.S. dollar that's being weakened and being overprinted and all that. It's happened everywhere. And where Argentina is where we're going to be. Where El Salvador was is where we're going to be. And wait till I tell you where El Salvador is today also, which, again, credit to Bukele on this one. You got to give him props. But it's just one of those things. 2.3 trillion is going to be printed by China. China, as the orangutan would say. China. That Bitcoin is worldwide. Europe is printing. Okay. Everybody's printing. US is printing. We're all printing money. And we're all injecting money into. Remember, I told you about the M2 money supply a couple of episodes back, and I showed you the graph. Okay, same. This is going to make the graph go even higher. 2.3 trillion. I think that I again, it's hard to time this shit, so I don't worry about it. I just keep accumulating Bitcoin, and I don't care. I don't worry about the price. When it explodes, that's when I say, okay, well, I'm done. If I buy little slivers for the hell of it, just to have a little bit. But outside of that, I think we're about to get an absolute jack here. This is about to just get juiced. And maybe what you saw in the dip to the high 58 to low 59 just a couple of days ago, maybe that was the last shakeout. Who knows? We've had several shakeouts. We even had one all the way to 49, which thank you. I don't panic with those things. I celebrate. Like Ray Martinez. He celebrates. When he sees the dip, he doesn't panic. He buys. And that's what people that understand this go, oh, you're giving me another opportunity? You want to be stupid and sell? I'll be smart and buy. It's kind of what it is. When there's blood on the streets, that's when you've got to react. You know what I'm saying? And China, thank you, $2.3 trillion of injection into the economy, probably next week. I'm telling you, I think next week could be one hell of a week. Okay. The SEC is at it again, and they did it. And they did it because they're assholes, I guess. That's the only way I can actually say it, right? That's the only thing I can say. But the SEC now has delayed its decision on spot Ethereum ETF again, moving the deadline from October 19th to December 3rd. You know, again, listen, folks, I'll talk about politics, but I don't care about either side. I mean it over and over and over again, because I take shots at both Republicans and Democrats. And so this time it'll be on the Democratic side. This has been a Biden cancer for the entire industry. And I'm glad that one of the SEC chairmen came out yesterday or the day before and basically said our approach has been a disaster, because they try to regulate through enforcement instead of actually putting real laws in place and rules, which is the only thing the industry's been asking for. And the only reason it hasn't even exploded even more, it's because the people are waiting for the official rules of the game. And Gary Gensler and Biden and Yellen and especially Warren, they refuse to do this because they know what they've done to their dollar, our dollar. And so they're trying to save the dollar, but no one can save it. Trump used to say, oh, I like the dollar. And somehow or another, I guess the Republicans around him got to him a couple months ago and convinced him, hey, moron, the dollar's dead. It's Bitcoin. You got to go with Bitcoin. And so now he's gotten behind it. But the Biden stuff is flat out evil, because they know it's bad to do what they're doing. They know it's to lead Americans to the dollar. It's suicide. And so they want to keep you away from Bitcoin. They want to make it harder for you to buy it. Have you seen how it's harder with banks and all that kind of, that's choke point 2.0 that they had a plan called choke point 2.0, where they would choke out the banks linked anything to crypto. So you can't feed the crypto industry. And then that died because the toothpaste is out of the tube. You can't stop it. And now the rest of the world is on board. So either you get on board in the United States or you fall way behind. And the Democrats have forced us to fall behind. Again, I don't care about either side. And by the way, to talk about the other side, Trump doesn't know shit. It's a money grab for him. But Republicans are pro-crypto. And they do understand it, and they do understand Bitcoin, and they're willing to build a Bitcoin reserve. Finally, one Democrat, Ro Khanna, came out and said, we need a Bitcoin reserve. Finally. You know, it's nice to see one SEC guy come out and say, hey, Gary Gensler's an asshole. It's nice to see a Democrat come out and say, yeah, I don't stand with my party on this. This is stupid. Ro Khanna, way to go, buddy. Way to go. So the SEC is doing the same shit that the SEC does all the time. Dirty stuff. That's what they live by, pretty much, doing dirty stuff. But they'll lose this. Ethereum ETFs will start to kick off. Speaking of the ETFs, by the way, yesterday we had more ETF flows. So for those of you that are hoping for ETFs to blow up, they will continue to blow up, and they will continue to produce for us, because those of us that are Bitcoin fans, eventually you're going to get just explosive numbers from these ETFs. It's already been one of the most successful ETF in history, the Bitcoin ETF. And overall, it will pass those numbers too. It had $253.6 million of inflow yesterday. This is going to triple soon. Once all the wirehouses and everything else gets in, it's going to get ridiculous. And then the supply is going to it's already at an all-time low right now. Since like 2015, 16, the reserves are so low right now for Bitcoin and Ethereum, but it's going to get really crazy once the wirehouses get approved. And then you'll have the Ethereum ETFs, and I'm expecting the Solana ETFs too. That's going to happen. And an XRP ETF. XRP is tied to so many European banks, and then the American banks are just ready to get on board, but they're just waiting for what? Regulations. But again, until we get this administration out, we're not going to enjoy. We're just not. Unfortunately. I'm going to give you a story about Bitcoin that is going to absolutely blow you away. Okay? Because I doubt any of you think about Bitcoin and farming. And, because I tell you how Bitcoin is something that you have 12 words in your head. That's your wallet. You can open up your wallet anywhere. Nobody can touch it. Your custodial wallet. You can travel from country to country, anywhere around the world, carrying hundreds, millions, billions of dollars. You can't do that with cash. You can't do that with gold. You can't do that with silver. You can make transactions citywide, countrywide, worldwide, hundreds, millions, billions within seconds. Can't do that with money. You can't do that with gold. Can't do that. With money, it takes wires and it takes days and all kinds of red tape. With Bitcoin, it's right away. There are so many things, so many positives, to Bitcoin, right? So the rise of cryptocurrency, especially in Bitcoin, is transforming the global agricultural industry by streamlining cross-border payments and reducing transaction costs. Tools like Bitcoin Price Live data provide platforms such as Binance enable traders to monitor real-time pricing fluctuations, facilitating better decisions making in volatile markets. Blockchain technology ensures secures transparent transactions in agriculture, while cryptocurrencies offer a solution to challenges in cross-border trading. As adoption grows, experts predict that up to 20% of food supply chain transactions could be conducted using cryptocurrencies by 2030. Short story. China was having trouble with their food. They have so many people on that damn, country, and they had food traveling all over that it was getting old. VeChain, which is a Chinese company, they now opened up their offices. They took it out of China and put it in Europe so they can have a better thing. But they created a tracking system for inventory that more and more companies are using. And VeChain, you'll see as time goes on, they'll grow. And it allows their food to be tracked and not get spoiled. So it knows where it's at and it's able to be moved on time, properly. This is all crypto. This is all the blockchain stuff that you cannot do on the internet. Anyway, the rise of cryptocurrencies, particularly in Bitcoin, is significantly impacting global agriculture and food industry, which is becoming more integrated with digital technology. Interest in cryptocurrency covers everything from payment solutions to finance management, reshaping not just how suppliers and buyers interconnect, but also other stakeholders who are involved in the agricultural trade. For example, Binance supports traders by providing information on price dynamics, making informed decisions and avoiding market hassles with tools such as Bitcoin Price Live data, cryptocurrencies, and their role in agriculture. The rise of cryptocurrencies is extending beyond technology and finance, gradually expanding towards agriculture. According to Deloitte's recent survey, 76% of businesses in the agricultural industry were reaching the potential of cryptocurrency for easing frictionless payments. You'll be paying everything on cryptocurrency. You'll be paying everything on the blockchain. You'll be paying your electricity bill, your credit card bills, your car bills, everything. GM and Chevy and Toyota and Mercedes, they'll be on some blockchain. They'll be on Avalanche, and they'll be on Cosmos, or they'll be on Bitcoin, or they'll be on Ethereum, or whatever. They'll be on one of the blockchains. Guaranteed. It's coming. Traditionally, the agricultural supply chain relies on conventional payment methods with intermediaries. Cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin removes the middleman, remember what I told you, and reduces transaction fees. Banks. Speeding up the payment process pace. Traders could also analyze, like Bitcoin price, live data to monitor day-to-day price fluctuations, crucial in the timing of transactions and risk control in highly volatile markets. So Bitcoin and farming, dude. Okay? Bitcoin and farming. That's nuts. Now, you would have never thought about that. In a million years, you would have never thought about that. But it's going to help in every way of our lives. Not just our banking, not just savings, not just as a vehicle for payments. It's going to help us in every way, shape, and form. And so it's just a matter of understanding what's really going on, and understanding, by the way, what's also going on with our dollar, because there's a reason why people are going to Bitcoin, because they understand that our dollar is suffering in a big time way. And it's suffering because you got things like the BRICS. And the BRICS, for those of you that don't know now, the BRICS is now a nation that conducts 65% of their transactions in local currencies. You know what they used to use? The dollar. And so some of them have been, what's that called, penalized by our government for whatever reason. And they've taken away or frozen their currency or whatever it is. So countries like Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia, and the United Arab Emirates. You've got a strong group of countries. And by the way, there's close to like 40 other countries that want to join the BRICS. They talked about their own currency, but that's not going to happen right now, which, again, I don't think it would be smart on their part. It's better for them to be trading, and they're trading within either their own currencies or gold or oil or whatever it is that they're trading in value. That's how they're doing it. And they're doing it now. Listen to this. They're leaving the dollar and euro at less than 30% of their transactions. 70%, just over 70% of their transactions is not using the US or the euro. Do you know how much business Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Ethiopia, UAB, you know how much business they do? That's weakening our dollar. Okay? I mean, we can't do anything. We've done this to ourselves. And I want you to go look at, and maybe I'll do a show in the future, but I want you to go look at the history of money. I want you to go look it up so you can look at the history of how long money lasts as the dominant dollar. And you're going to see that on average between 80 to 120 years. And we're right around the 120-year mark. So usually, whatever it is, a Spanish or a German or whatever it is that has had their moment of time as the currency of the world, Romans, whatever, it lasts about 80 to 120 years. It's an incredible thing. Go look at it. And we're right around the 120 mark, and look where we're going. And look where we're headed. So that's why, I tell you these things, and I don't tell you to try to scare you. I try to tell you because this is what's really going on, And I'm not telling you this because of, anything. I'm telling you this because it's a lot stronger. I mean, it's gone from like 7, 8 digits behind a penny to 63,000. I think that's pretty good. Mt. Gox, by the way, this is something really cool unless you own the Bitcoin of Mt. Gox and you desperately need the money. I hope there's not a lot of those folks there, but Mt. Gox is now delayed and they've got about, I think it's about 9 or 10 billion. I forgot the exact number, so don't hold me on that. But Mt. Gox has delayed their repayment deadline to October 31st of 2025. They're doing that to ease the concerns of Bitcoin selling pressure because people are worried, okay, is the U.S. going to sell their Bitcoin? Because look, Germany sold their Bitcoin. Is Mt. Gox, the people that own their Bitcoin, are they going to sell their Bitcoin or are they going to keep it? Because they're making a lot of money. Because this Bitcoin has been, under like 8-10 years. So they got this Bitcoin super cheap. So these people are getting millions and billions back. You know what I'm saying? And you wonder, what are they going to do? Are they going to hold through the bull run or are they going to sell right now? Because some people may need the money. So in order to not hurt Bitcoin, they're going to wait a year. That's actually pretty good because that gives you time to get your profits out by next year, by sometime by March or April or May of next year, when maybe the bull run is over. Although it might be over, maybe altcoin, and we go into a bit of a winter again. I don't know about Bitcoin. I'm kind of convinced we're headed for a super cycle where it's just going, because why would we have those kind of dips? People are going to realize what it is and they're going to hold. And then the greed is going to step in, that people are going to want their share of it because it's going to better their lives. That's just me. I don't know. But I like that Mt. Gox did that. Now, again, I don't care about the politics. So this is not what I'm, about either side. I laugh at both sides. But yesterday, something happened in the crypto world that was interesting. And that is co-founder of Ripple, Chris Larsen, donated $1 million in XRP to Kamala Harris. Wow. So here's how I look at it. Because I'm not a cheerleader. I don't care about Democrats. I don't care about Republicans. I care about Americans. Okay. And I just care about what's best for us, period. And so if a Democrat's doing something wrong, I'm going to point it out. If a Republican's doing something wrong, I'm going to point it out. But for all of you out there that, you do your little cheerleader bullshit for Trump or for Democrats or whatever the hell it is that you do, and you get all bothered when they pick on your side or whatever. I just want you guys to know this, that crypto is going to explode whether Harris or Trump is in. It doesn't really matter. Harris is clearly more crypto friendly. Okay, now she still comes from the Democratic side, so when it comes to regulation and taxing and all that other stuff. And then Trump doesn't know anything about crypto or Bitcoin. He just got on board a couple of months ago because they finally orange pilled him and told him you can make a lot of money. And that's all he ever gives a shit about. Doesn't give a shit about you. He gives a shit about grifting. But Republicans really know about Bitcoin and know that they need to implement it in our lives. Just like everybody else is going to do. So either way, it's going to survive and thrive. Now, I think it'll thrive faster with Republicans early and then maybe struggle late. Whereas with Democrats, I think it will struggle early and then it'll continue and do better later on. I think it's either or. Either way, it's going to explode and you're not going to be able to stop it. Okay. And if you want to pick on one side that might be better for you, definitely the Republicans. you're going to face less taxes. You know what I mean? So clearly, you're going to face less regulation. Small caps for small, not just Bitcoin, but small caps. Like I'm a big Atlas guy. Well, Star Atlas or others, they're going to have less red tape with Republicans and Democrats. These are facts. These are things that just happen. It's just part of it. But either way, Bitcoin will do great. And crypto will do fantastic because they have no choice. They either adapt or die. Harris at least knows that. Biden does not. So I give her credit. And clearly she must have told XRP something very, very positive because XRP is tied to all the banks. And the Democrats have been pro-bank. Not pro-Bitcoin, they've been pro-bank. So clearly she told him something about what's going on. Don't you worry about XRP. You'll be fine. So those of you that invested in XRP, I'm not an XRP guy. I don't have XRP, but I know it's a fantastic. Look, man, I don't have money to be. I love Sui. We'll be talking about Sui soon. I don't have money in Sui. Sui's fantastic. I know Brooklyn Rob. I don't know if he's watching, but I know he's big on Sui. You know, and Sui's going to be a monster, and I'll show you why. But you know, this is super, super positive, dude. Super positive, especially for XRP people and the banking industry and all that. The main banks, they're all going to be working with XRP because this is going to speed up transactions. You guys know that dealing with banks is freaking brutal, dude. So there you go. How about that? How about that? XRP giving $1 million to Kamala. That is interesting. So I talk about this every once in a while, and I laugh at it, and I love it because it helps me, it helps you, it helps so many people, and that's, of course, the Fear and Greed Index. And we had a little run yesterday after the drop to 59, all the way up to 63. And all of a sudden, the Fear and Greed Index, you know, it goes up to 49. It's kind of neutral now. And it's so funny. To me, these aren't investors that do this because mine would be all the way at the green. All the way at the green. The more it goes down, the more I get green and greedy. Like, oh, wait a minute. You're giving me the best asset in the world cheaper? Let's go, dude. Let's go. Let's go. What did I talk about at the beginning of the show with the whole housing thing? Let's go. Let me get the best property in the world. So funny, the Fear and Greed Index. And it's just, it flows with the wind. Anything that's bad, that's it. You're nervous and panicking already. It's funny. It's funny. Now, if you are not a Bitcoin person, but you're a stock person, well, then MicroStrategy is the stock for you, my friends. It is. It's the stock for you. That's the stock that you should be investing in. Look at that thing, dude. MicroStrategy, since loading up on Bitcoin, they're outpacing Bitcoin. I think I want to say it's like a little over $200 right now. And it's just going to explode, dude. This is just going to explode. So if you're not into Bitcoin, but look at that. That's MicroStrategy, okay? Since adopting Bitcoin, since the point they adopted it, is up 426%. The Magnificent Seven, which are the top 7 stocks, up 243%. And the S&P is only 73%. So if you don't think Michael Saylor is onto something, I really can't help you. You know, I really can't help you. So that Sailor he's a bad man. He's a bad man. I got some really good and really bad news coming up too. Okay, but don't hold me against it when I show it to you. Okay? Don't hold me against it because it's not my fault what's going on. Just want you guys to know. All right. Those of you, I just talked about my man Brooklyn Rob, who I know is a big SUI guy. And SUI right now, this is some crazy shit. Okay. SUI is passing Polkadot and is about to pass Chainlink in market cap. Look at that number, dude. That's how powerful the SUI chain has become. Now, it's on a run now that is crazy. I don't know if it can maintain it because, as you know, with all parabolic runs, there's some kind of, retracement. There's some kind of, you come back just a little bit and find the floor at a lower level. So I don't know. I don't know if investing in SUI right now, you had to get in when Brooklyn Rob got in, I want to say Brooklyn Rob right now is either 4 or 5xing or something like that right now. See, if you got in like him, that's different, But wow, it's this thing is on a run and the market cap is exploding. And I love both Polkadot and Chainlink. I'm a huge Chainlink guy and love Polkadot. Those are some of my 10, 10, and 10s that I tell you all about all the time. Those guys. But if you're a SUI guy or a SUI girl out there, you should be loving it, man. You should be loving it. By the way, R&M Contractors, Ray and Mike, proud sponsors of our program, and we love them. As always, getting it done for us, 305-345-3649. That's 305-345-3649. And if you're looking for whatever it is, floor restoration, bathroom upgrades, complete remodel of your home, your condo, kitchen upgrades with appliances, waterproofing, terrace, balcony, you name it, please reach out to our friends at R&M Contractors, Ray and Mike. That is Ray's personal cell number, so you can reach out to the owner, 305-345-3649, and check them out. Bukele. This is an interesting dude. He took over a country that was absolutely decimated. It was the murder capital of the world. And he has eliminated it, has made it one of the safest countries in the world, eliminated all the gangs, and put them on a Bitcoin trajectory. By the way, El Salvador buys 1 Bitcoin every day. They also mine Bitcoin through their energy that they produce through their volcanoes. Pretty interesting. And guess what he just did now? Guess what he did that Colombia can't do, that Argentina can't do, that El Salvador can't do, that Nicaragua can't do, that Brazil can't do. They're all falling deeper and deeper into a deficit, right? Well, El Salvador buys back $940 million of its outstanding debt to reduce its debt burden and take advantage of favorable market conditions. None of those countries are buying back any debt. The United States can't buy back their debt. Why? They're in debt. So all they're doing is buying back debt to add it to more debt, because they printed the money to buy the debt to then add it to more debt to devalue their money. Meanwhile, their credit rating in El Salvador is only going up. Their deficits are only going down. Their credit rating is, I believe it's tied with the United States now. Because I think we went down a notch, and then they went up several notches. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe El Salvador is maybe just 1 notch under, but they're on their way. They're on their way. And so a country that dollar cost average every day and it pays off for them. You think it's not going to pay off for you if you dollar cost average $5 here, $10 there? Don't buy the damn latte at Starbucks. Don't go to all those movies. Don't go to all. You know how many less concerts I've gone to in the last 4 years? Dude, a couple hundred. I'm not lying. Seriously, probably close to 200 in the last 5 years that I've just decided, I'm going to put my money instead in invest in. And then I'm going to be able to go to every concert I want to go to after that. It's kind of what I'm doing. Okay, so that guy's smarter and he's rich. I'm not even, I'm middle class. I'm struggling middle class. Okay, so how do I get there? Okay, let me do what he's doing. Let me do what he's doing. Let me do what she's doing. Kathy Wood, what is she doing? Okay, I'm going to do what Kathy Wood's doing. Why not? I'm going to do what Michael Saylor's doing. Bukele's turning around the entire country. Here's Millet going, hey, what are you doing? Oh, how's that good? Okay. It's crazy. It's impressive, too. Now, the good news or bad news is coming. Don't hold me against it, okay? I had nothing to do with this, all right? Nothing. I have nothing to do with this. But Jim Cramer told you who's winning the election. Now, for those of you that are newbies, Jim Cramer he's a joke. I know that years ago, maybe he was taken kind of serious or something. He's become a complete clown. But there's one thing that Jim Cramer does, and he does it beautifully. It's inverse Cramer. Everything he says, and I mean everything, the opposite happens. He just said, I don't see how Donald Trump wins. Trump's winning. Again, I'm not rooting for either. I don't care about either. I think both are, I think what you've given me as a voter, you've given me Bernie and Hillary, Biden, Trump and Kamala. You've given me garbage on both sides. Okay? That's all you've given me, garbage. That's the way I look at it. So don't pick on me. I got nothing to. I'm just telling you what that guy does every single time. What if he tells you to invest in this company? Don't. If he tells you it's going to shit, it's going to explode. If he says that Donald Trump's not going to win, then Donald Trump's going to win. I don't know, bro, but that's inverse Cramer. This is what he does. Anybody that follows it knows what I'm talking about. It's crazy, man. Can't believe it. That's what he's doing. Inverse Cramer at work. I got to tell you, that is some crazy, crazy stuff. Let me see, what else did I want to do here? Oh, man. Let me see here. I am sorry. I'm trying to find something here to make sure. By the way, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That's Cash Big O Show. Cash App or Venmo. And you can always make a Bitcoin donation too. You can use that QR code, Cash App or Venmo, and always there anytime. Support the show, support the platform. Like my man Ray did. He made a donation of Bitcoin on Venmo. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate you, as always. Let me see what questions we have here. Big O from the Superman 13. You need to see the documentary on Max, Electric Money, The Mystery of Bitcoin. It's excellent. Okay. That's not the HBO one, because the HBO one, I the real Satoshi or whatever, I was told it was a complete crap. Vishal says 401k up 70k year to date. Need Bit to do some shit. It will happen. It will happen. Good for you, by the way, on your 401k. Lisa Rose in the house. There's a Bitcoin bull right there. Issa Rose has her Bitcoin. She's got stacks and stacks. I don't know. She probably owns like 8 or 9 Bitcoins already. Arrow says, thank you, Paper Hands. Gives us holders time to accumulate. I know, bro. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. The only reason she decided not to attend the Bitcoin conference in Nashville was because she wasn't versed enough in crypto and didn't want to look like a clown while speaking. Probably. Arrow says, I have some XRP, Sol, MOVR, etc. Over 50 coins in my crypto portfolio. Wow. Damn. That's a lot, dude. Nice job. It's a hell of a lot right there in your portfolio, dude. Let me see what you got here on Instagram. We got any questions on Instagram? I don't know if anybody's asking anything, but thank you all out there who are tuning in. As always, appreciate you. Thank you. And thank you for tuning in to the RMC Crypto Bro Show. Please call Ray or Mike 305-345-3649 anywhere in Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties. They will take care of you. I promise you, folks, as always. Thank you. I think we're going to wrap it up here on the show. Usually I do it much shorter, but knowing me, I just don't, I guess I talk too much. Anyway, we thank you all out there. Have a great Saturday and Sunday. If you have any Bitcoin questions, you can send them in on Twitter at Big O Show, at Big O Radio Show on Instagram. And of course, please watch some of the old shows. This is the 9th one. We've got 8 other ones that we've done over the last week here. So please like them. Hit the like button. Very important to hit the like and get the algorithms going, man. Very, very important. We want to grow this show. All right, we will see you all. I don't think I'll do one tomorrow, but probably on Monday during the show. Be good and have a fantastic weekend.
The Crypto Bro Show is solely for entertainment purposes. Orlando Alzagari and his guests are not financial advisors or investments consultants. If you ever plan to invest, make sure you do your homework, talk to a professional, and understand investing is very risky and volatile. Good luck in any of your investments, and only invest what you're willing to lose.
The Crypto Bro Show is brought to you by RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. From complete makeovers for homes or condos to impact windows and doors to drywall with level 5 finish. Call Ray or Mike at RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. 305-345-3649. You dream it, they'll build it. See their exceptional work on Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
Crypto Bros.
Follow Big O for more crypto insight on X or Twitter at Big O Show.